What is the Python database connection object and how to use it? Imagine you're building an application that needs to talk to a database. Without a proper link, your app can't send or get data. That link is what we call a database connection object. It's like a bridge between your Python code and the database server. When you create this object, you're opening a session that lets your application communicate with the database. In Python, you usually get this connection object by calling a function like connect from a database driver module. For example, if you're working with a SQLite database, you use SQLite3Connect. If you're connecting to a MySQL database, you might use mysql.connector connect. These functions need some details like the database name, host address, username, and password. Sometimes, you also need to specify the port or socket information depending on the database system. Once you have the connection object, it becomes your main tool for working with the database. Its job is to create cursor objects. Think of a cursor as a control device that allows you to run SQL commands and fetch data. You can use the cursor to send queries like select all from employees or insert new record. After executing a query, you can fetch the results and process them in your Python code. The connection object also manages transactions. This means it controls when changes are saved or undone. You can tell it to commit, which makes all your changes permanent, or roll back if you want to undo what you just did. Some connection objects support auto-commit mode, which automatically saves each change without needing to call commit explicitly. When your work is done, it's very important to close the connection. Closing frees up resources and makes sure your database isn't locked or overwhelmed. The typical workflow is to import the database module, call the connect function with your details, create a cursor, execute your SQL commands, fetch results if needed, and then close everything. For example, if you're using MySQL, you might write code like this. Import mysql.connector, then create a connection with your username, password, host, and database name. You get a cursor from the connection, run your SQL, fetch data, commit if you made changes, and finally close the cursor and connection. In SQLite, which is a lightweight database stored in a file, you just call SQLite3Connect with the file name. Then you follow the same steps. Create a cursor, execute commands, commit if needed, and close. Remember, the connection object is the starting point for any database work in Python. It keeps your session alive and makes it easy to send commands and get results. Always handle errors properly, especially if the connection fails or the database isn't available. And never forget to close your connection when you're finished. Some Python database modules support using a context manager, which automatically closes the connection for you. Getting comfortable with the connection object is key to making your Python applications work smoothly with databases. It's what allows you to store, retrieve, and update data efficiently, making your programs more powerful and flexible.